Triple-byte scores are designed to be easy to interpret even if you don't have a technical background yourself. Triple-byte scores are calibrated against the entire market. That means anytime you've sent a triple-byte assessment, you want to look at the score level that's best for that particular role. You wouldn't want to hire a senior engineer for an entry-level role, and the scores are really meant to show you where the candidate's skills fall against the market as a whole. It also means your candidate is ranked against the entire market, not just the engineers and your current candidate pool. So when you're seeing their score, you're seeing a holistic view of the skills as an engineer, not just the limited view of their skills against the other candidates that you're currently assessing. The lowest possible score on a triple-byte test block is a level 1, or a low score. This score means that the candidate didn't show any significant skill on our assessment. You may still want to talk to these candidates for other reasons, but we can't recommend these candidates just based on their test scores alone. A level 2, or average score, is an average score among people with some engineering background. These engineers can be really good candidates for entry-level roles. A level 3, or proficient score, is a score that we expect of mid-level engineers who can work independently. A proficient score represents a recommendation for all but the most senior engineer roles. A level 4, or advanced score, is a strong recommendation. This is a score that we expect of senior engineers within their area of expertise. An advanced score is a recommendation even for senior roles and a strong recommendation for all other roles. And finally, a level 5, or expert score, represents our strongest possible recommendation. Level 5 scores are very rare and should never be the expectation, even for very senior roles. Here's a typical breakdown of how many candidates earn all these different scores. However, we want to stress that triple-byte scores are not directly based on percentiles. Every level is calibrated to some absolute level of performance, not relative to other engineers. Since the skill of engineers in different fields vary, the distribution of scores is going to vary too. Triple-byte scores are meant to be simple and easy to read, even for non-engineers. Anyone in a non-technical role should be able to move a candidate forward without having to call in an engineer to interpret results. In other words, screen saves time. Non-technical team members don't have to wait for an engineer to schedule time with them to move candidates forward, and engineers don't have to take time away from their work to decide who the most promising candidates are for them to interview. Hiring engineers shouldn't be as difficult or as time-consuming as it is, and with Screen, it gets a little bit easier.